Something that I kind of wish I had, like especially right about now, because I keep my window open now that the weather's getting nicer, and these houseflies, like they think that this is their home, like they live here rent free. Hello and welcome. My name is Kendra and ich bin deine Lieblingsausländerinnen. Back to you with another video. So a little while back, I made a video about a few things that you can find in Germany that you can't find in the US. So naturally, I have to come back and make a video about things that you can't find in Germany that you can find in the US. Or actually, a lot of these things are a lot more common in the US. Like they're super normal in the US, but you don't really see them as often in Germany, or you don't find them at all in Germany. And this was actually kind of hard because I was like, what do we have in the US that they don't have in Germany? And before I got too cynical, I came up with 5 things. And yeah, we're gonna get into some of those things. But before we get started, make sure you click that like button and make sure you hit subscribe for more great content. The first thing on the list, my dearly beloved air conditioning. In the US, you will find air conditioning in every home for the most part, and in all the malls and shopping centers and everything. But in Germany, it is very rare that you'll find an air conditioning in someone's house. And apparently the logic behind that is because it doesn't get that hot in Germany, and it's also more environmentally friendly not to have air conditioning. But I was here in summer 2019 when Europe had that really, really bad heat wave. I spent the worst weekend of it in Berlin. I was out in Mauerpark and it was so hot, I almost passed out, and I was really dehydrated. At that point, I really could have used an AC, but in the US, it goes without saying that like once late May, early June comes around, you start to set up your air conditioner if you don't have central AC, if your AC is not already set up, because we have some really, really humid, horrible summers. 90% of American households had AC in 2016, and I couldn't find data on how many German families owned an AC, but the demand for AC in Germany in 2016 was 150,000 units. Yeah, in a country of 80 million, only 150,000 people wanted air conditioning. I am not gonna get caught slipping this summer either way, so say hello to my little friend. This will be my best friend this summer because my big German windows do not have air conditioning. I ordered this in February. That's how much I'm really not playing with German summer this year. The next thing on the list, excuse me. Sorry guys, I was really thirsty. The next thing on the list is free refills and free water at restaurants. Yes, there will be none of that. There will be no free Leistungswasser in Germany. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant and been given Leistungswasser. If you want water, you are gonna have to pay $2.50 for this little glass bottle of water. And yeah, that's that. But in the US, you go to a restaurant, the waiter or waitress will usually bring some water, and you'll also get free refills on soft drinks. So when I go out to restaurants, I usually just drink water anyway. So I just love having a big glass of water with ice. Just can't get that here. And from what I've seen, it surprises a lot of Germans when they go to the US and they get free water or free refills, and it surprises Americans when they come to Germany. Before I came to Germany, I already knew that would be the deal, so I didn't even bother asking. But that is something that I really, really miss, because when I get that little glass bottle of water, I just spend the whole time trying not to drink the whole thing because I know I'm gonna have to get another one once I finish it. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get a big Leistungswasser mit ice in Germany. The next thing that you don't see in Germany, I don't think I've ever seen this, is screens on windows. So I was on the phone with my friend once and I was like showing her outside of my window, and she was like, you need to put a screen on your window. The bugs are gonna get in. And I just started laughing because they don't do that in Germany. And that was something I noticed right off the bat when I got here. I was like, wow, they have some big windows with no screens. In the US, we usually have screens over our windows to keep bugs out because we get some really, really bad mosquitoes. Like in New York, you will get eaten alive by mosquitoes. When you go down south, it's even worse. They have some bugs I've never seen before. Like I spent 3 summers here and I can't really recall like being attacked by mosquitoes. Something that I kind of wish I had, like especially right about now, because I keep my window open now that the weather's getting nicer, and these houseflies, like they think that this is their home. Like they live here rent free. But yeah, as far as I know, no screens on the windows in Germany. You just have to deal with the houseflies and the occasional mosquito. The next thing that is super common in Germany, not Germany, the next thing that is super common in the US that you don't really see in Germany is big SUVs. Now, there are SUVs here, you see trucks here, but not to the degree that you see them in the US. In the US, every other car you see is a big old gas guzzling SUV or a pickup truck or something like that. And actually I've only seen one pickup truck ever in Germany, and it was like 2 or 3 months ago, and it was abandoned. It makes sense because the streets are smaller in Germany and the highways are smaller. Like, you're never really gonna see those big 6-lane highways like in LA or something like that. A lot of people have sedans and smart cars, but you don't see nearly as many trucks and SUVs. And yeah, that's also something that's environmentally friendly, so it's pretty nice. The last thing that you cannot find in Germany that is super common in the US, actually, like that this is not a thing in Germany, is added sales tax. So in Germany, the sales tax is already built into the price. So what you see on the tag when you go in a shop is what you're gonna pay at the register. And I love that. I love not having to like do the extra math and add the extra percentage, because in the US you have to pay a sales tax, and the amount of the sales tax depends on the state. Some states like Delaware don't have one at all, but in New York we have a sales tax of 8.875%. Part of it goes to the state, part of it goes to the city. I know this one really annoys people when they come to the States, because I used to work at a huge international store in Manhattan, and we had a lot of tourists. A lot of them were from Europe. And, you know, they would get to the register and they would be like, you know, start panicking when they see the price. Like, this is not what it said on the tag. And I'm just like, I had to explain to them that it was taxes. And, you know, you take your receipt to the airport and they'll give you the tax money back. But yes, as of right now, Uncle Sam, Lady Liberty needs her money. So you're gonna have to pay it. And sorry, that's that. And they would get so mad and frustrated with me. I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. Yes, I gotta say I'm more in favor of the value added tax, because the sales tax can be a little bit annoying. I'm used to it at this point, of course, but came to Germany, I was like, what? You pay what's on the tag? This is amazing. Those are the 5 things that are super common in the US that are not so common or just completely don't exist in Germany. And if you have any more, please leave them down in the comments below, or if you have any comments about any of the things that I listed, comment down below. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.